I wrote a story that came out this week, and it was sort of an exploration of fintech. I got rid of cash for an entire month, didn't use any physical cards, so just digital means. And throughout the experiment, I wanted to push myself and try to find what's the furthest possible extent of this future of payments. And I found a guy who is chipping people in Sweden, and I went over to Sweden and he did it.
Now, how often do you get personally rejected? I mean, your payments in your hand. I mean, we know cash is pretty much universal, except when you leave the country, then a credit card works better for you. Phones are catching up. Is your hand better than the phone? Is it worse? Does it just sort of depend on what you got implanted in there?
This is we're not there yet. Basically, you get
You're
rejected.
Not there yet.
You get rejected everywhere. There's a few places that I found that I was able to try to do this. One which is from the video you guys showed. And those are people who can accept something like Venmo, who are already kind of on the progressive end of this. But most of the time, I mean, even phone paying, you only see it in really big box retailers or really sort of niche, like expensive coffee shops.
What's the reaction when you tell them how you want to pay?
Oh God, I mean, they're basically dumbfounded. I mean, people are dumbfounded when you try to pay with your phone at a place that doesn't understand it, or that, there are a lot of places that should be able to accept this, it's a chip card reader situation, and a lot of people don't.
Do you wish you had implanted it somewhere else? I mean, that seems like kind of an awkward place. You kind of have to twist your hand over. I mean, I know it's less painful maybe than putting it down here.
Yeah, I mean, it's a glass chip, so it should be under some skin. I mean, right here you're sort of, banging it against things, and it's painful. But
are you more pessimistic on fintech as a whole as a result of this, or is the trajectory just more shallow than we think?
I think what we have, there's definitely a really interesting, bright future here, but I think there's been a lot of hype surrounding it. There's, a lot of people are saying, okay, Apple put out Apple Pay, we got Samsung Pay, Android Pay, all these things are going to change us right away. But this is it's kind of a generational, behavioral thing that takes time.
Do you think that that's a bigger challenge on the consumer front or the merchant front?
I think it's both. I mean, I think the merchants can do a lot to just quickly adapt to this, especially with, with the mobile payments, and I think that they will. I mean, you're seeing it now with the chip and PIN, which is really helpful, and RFID. But in terms of consumers, there are a lot of people who still think that there are security issues, and you know what? There could be. So I think that this is something that you're going to see a new generation come up, get more used to this, and I think that that generational change will really make the difference.
Hey CNBC fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Here you're going to find videos packed with all of the information that you need to be smarter about your finances. You can subscribe by clicking right here and click on all the videos around me or the eye right here to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.